I'm Lesley Judd, and we're going to play a game called Imagine. So, imagine you're the producer of a TV show. It's a programme about kids and computers. Now, of course, you'll need opening and closing titles. As usual, there's no money and you're pushed for time. So what are you going to do? Well, I suppose you could type some electronic titles and superimpose them over the opening studio shot. But now, imagine what you could do with select effects. Everything you've just seen, with the exception of the lettering, is from the Select Effects library, a unique library with over 1,000 animated film effects now on videotape. Well, let's play another Imagine game. You're producing an industrial documentary for, let's see, something pretty dull, like shock-absorbing heel cushions. Can't get more dull than that. Your client sent you a sample of the material being used, and on its flip side is the logo, and that's all you've got. Well, your job is to introduce the client's name and make it imaginative, exciting, and dynamic.
Viscolass.
Of course, we took the client's name straight from the pack, spinning it around in space using a device called ADO. The whole job cost a few £100, and it looks like a couple of thousand at least. Okay, well, now imagine you've stopped making industrials and you're a big success making TV commercials. You're approached by a company selling musical instruments who need a TV commercial. They want it slick and stylish, but of course, the old time and money problems crop up again.
Announcing Chappell's summer piano sale. Every piano is reduced. A vast choice of grands and uprights, plus electronic keyboard, organs, guitars, amplifiers, and masses of sheet music. Remember our great summer piano sale and tune into real cash savings. Chappell's, New Bond Street, London.
Let's play one more Imagine. Imagine you're producing a conference for ICI Paints. They want a big opening and lots of showbiz effects. But as it's only going to be shown once to a live audience, well, there isn't much money, but it's still got to be great. So, just as well you've got the library. Well, let's stop imagining and let me tell you how you can use select effects in real life. We supply you with this attractive, quick-find catalogue of every effect. Say you want some animation of the earth turning. Flip through and you'll find several possible effects. If you think this one has possibilities, you can check the action out on a VHS reference tape. Spooling through, we find effect number 455, 456 and 457, and here it is. You can now use the VHS with burnt-in timecode for showing your client and offline editing. Once you're sure you want to use the effect, you can go to any of these facilities companies who hold 1-inch master tapes. If you're working on BVU or low band, we can supply submasters. Now, all we ask you to do is to fill in a log sheet, just as you do for music copyright. So then, what does it cost? Well, charges are related to how you're using the effects. We'll try and match our fees to your budget, either on a per-effect basis or as a complete buyout. And buyouts are proving to be very popular. Here's a clip from just one of hundreds of promos made by Thorny MI.
From thousands of miles above the Earth comes a mission destined to change the whole world. 7 major strengths combine to make one unique force. The #1 movie channel has arrived. This is Premiere. Top entertainment every day of the year, 80 hours a week. You'll see recent releases and movie blockbusters on the #1 movie channel. This is the #1 partner, Premiere.
Now that promo used over 21 different select effects. Effect 488 of the world had been augmented with a blue laser ray from 508, a small angel glow 592, a red laser 545, and even the fireworks are effect 419 followed by 420. The ending uses Starbed #1. Now select effects originated in America, where they've been around for the last 6 years. There have been imitators, but Select Effects is the most successful animated library in the States, and the only one made on 35mm. A few years ago, Select Effects moved to Australia. Here's Select Effects number 403 in the raw, so to speak. And now look at it in this Australian TV promo.
It's the power to help, participate and enjoy, right at your fingertips. Join in the 24 hours of live non-stop entertainment that is Telethon 1983.
Here's the same animated effect in the British industrial documentary for 3i. The lightning flashes from our library as well. Select effects are now being used by the BBC, Grampian, HTV, Tyne Tees, Thames and Central Productions. UK production companies have been quick to take up this cost-effective and convenient way of making television commercials. You'll see them in The Mirror, Austin Rover, Cathay Pacific, TV Times and many others.
Clapton with the hit single from his hot new album, Behind the Sun. Just part of the dazzling selection of music in the mountain of rock at over 90 outpriced record shops.
Go for the good times in the better, brighter TV Times.
And of course, industrial video makers and Select Effects are natural partners. In this area, the list is, well, it's almost endless. There's ICI, Schweppes, Quantel, Kraft, Memorex, British Airways, British Telecom, IBM, ICL, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Naturally, Encore can do virtually anything that other 3D effects devices do. So let's catalogue these effects quickly to leave time for Encore specials.
Every year, over 300 new effects are added to the library, keeping Select Effects up to date with the latest trends in animation. You probably thought that animation of this quality was too expensive. Well, now it isn't. Just imagine the possibilities.